Hey everyone, ready to dive into something kind of cool. It's called Continue,
Continue.
and it might just change the way you code. You
Mm.
ever get that feeling like you're constantly switching between a million tabs,
Yeah.
wading through documentation, or
Uh-huh.
just like wrestling with a bug that just won't quit?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Well, Continue is this open source AI coding assistant.
Oh, cool.
It's designed to kind of smooth out those rough edges in your workflow
Mm.
and maybe even, make coding a little more fun.
Nice.
So today we're going to really dive deep into what Continue can do.
Oh, okay.
And trust me, it's way more than just like basic autocomplete.
Interesting.
Whether you're like a solo developer, you're part of a startup, or you're in like a massive enterprise,
Right.
there's definitely something here worth checking out.
I'm excited to learn more.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what makes Continue really stand out is that it's open source.
Ah, I see.
So imagine a world where you're not like locked into using some proprietary AI tool, right?
Yeah.
You actually have the freedom to like tweak it, customize it,
Okay.
even contribute to the tool that's helping you code.
That's a great point.
That's the power of open source, right?
Yeah.
It's a community-driven approach
Exactly.
and often leads to something really remarkable.
For sure.
And get this, Continue isn't limited to just a single AI model.
So it can use multiple.
Yeah. Or even just your code.
Oh, wow.
It can connect to like a ton of different AI models, like OpenAI, Anthropic, you name it.
It's interesting.
Plus, it can like tap into your entire code-based documentation, even your project management tools.
That's really powerful.
It's like having all the information you need
Yeah.
right there in your IDE.
Mm.
No more like alt-tabbing between a million things.
Right.
So you can really
That's
focus.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
all about breaking down those walls between like thinking and doing.
I like that.
With Continue, you can actually have a conversation with your code
Oh, wow.
right there in your IDE.
In the IDE.
Yeah, you can ask it questions, get instant feedback, and execute like complex changes.
Okay, so it's very interactive.
It is.
Yeah.
It's super interactive.
Cool.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Continue has four main features.
Okay.
Chat, autocomplete, edit, and actions.
I see.
We'll start with chat.
Okay.
It's like having an AI pair programmer who is always ready to help.
That's interesting.
So picture this. You're stuck on a problem, right?
Yep.
And instead of like going down a Google rabbit hole for hours,
No, yeah.
you just continue a question
Right there.
right there.
Okay.
It can give you targeted explanations, suggest solutions, and even help you understand like tricky code snippets.
So it's like having a senior dev looking over your shoulder.
It is. It's like having an expert readily available to guide you through the process.
And this isn't just for beginners, right?
No,
Experienced devs can use this too.
absolutely. Even seasoned developers.
Yeah.
They can benefit from having an extra set of eyes on their code, right?
To catch those errors.
To catch error.
Suggest better ways.
Yeah. Or like suggest alternative approaches.
I like it.
Okay, so next up we've got autocomplete.
Autocomplete.
Now we all know and love basic code completion, right?
Or sometimes hate it.
Or sometimes hate it. Yeah.
It can be annoying.
But Continue takes this to a whole other level.
Okay, how so?
It can anticipate like entire code blocks,
Wow.
suggest variables, and even generate documentation
As you're typing.
as you type.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so no more wasting time on boilerplate code or like struggling to remember syntax.
That's a huge time saver.
Huge time saver.
Yeah.
Continue takes all the tedium out of coding,
Right.
and it helps you stay focused on like the creative part,
The fun stuff.
the fun stuff, exactly.
I like it.
Next we have edit,
Edit.
and this is where things get really interesting.
Hey, I'm listening.
So imagine highlighting a chunk of code
All right.
and telling to continue to like refactor it, optimize it,
Okay.
or even translate it to a different programming language.
To a different language.
Yeah,
Wow.
all using plain English.
No way.
It's like having a superpowered code editor
Mm-hmm.
that understands what you want to achieve
Yeah.
and executes it with like incredible precision.
That's really cool.
This opens up a whole world of possibilities,
Right.
especially when you're dealing with like legacy code bases or complex refactoring tasks.
Huge code base.
Huge code bases.
Yeah.
Instead of getting bogged down to the nitty-gritty details, right?
Yeah.
You can actually focus on the big picture,
Mm-hmm.
the architecture, the user experience, the stuff that really matters,
The important things.
the important things.
Right.
And to top it all off,
Yeah.
Continue offers these things called actions.
Actions.
They're basically shortcuts for common tasks,
Okay, give me some examples.
like generating boilerplate code running tests,
Right.
or even deploying your application,
Okay.
all with just a few keystrokes.
Oh, wow. So it streamlines the entire workflow.
It does. It means less context switching, fewer distractions, and more time spent in that flow state
Ah.
where the magic happens,
Where you're in the zone.
where you're in the zone.
Yeah, I like that.
But I know some of you listening are probably curious about the tech behind all this.
Yeah, how does it actually work?
How does it actually work?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Right.
Continue has a really flexible architecture.
Okay.
It can connect to pretty much any AI model out there,
Wow.
and it can pull information from a wide range of sources.
Interesting.
It uses things like vector databases,
Vector databases.
which you can think of as like a way to store and search code
Okay.
based on meaning rather than just keywords.
Ah, that's a big difference.
It's a powerful system, but the key is you don't need to be a computer science whiz to use it.
That's great.
It's sophisticated under the hood,
Right.
but it's super user-friendly on the surface.
That's how it should be.
Exactly. So you can start using Continue's core features right away, and then gradually dive deeper into customization as you get more comfortable.
I like that approach.
So far, we've been talking about Continue from an individual developer's perspective.
Right, like how it can help one person.
But what about organizations?
Ah, yeah, good question.
Can you imagine rolling out this kind of power across an entire team of developers?
I mean, that sounds pretty amazing.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We're going to dive into that in part 2.
All right.
We'll explore some specific use cases and how Continue can benefit various types of organizations,
I'm excited.
from nimble startups
Mm.
to massive enterprises.
Cool.
So stay tuned. There's a lot more to uncover.
Can't wait. Welcome back. So last time we were talking about Continue for Teams.
That's right.
Supercharging your own coding is one thing, but imagine that level of AI assistance
Yeah,
multiplied across your entire team.
that's a lot of power.
It is.
Okay, so let's explore how different organizations could Continue to work.
All right.
So let's start with startups.
Okay.
They're all about speed and agility.
Yeah, absolutely.
So imagine a startup
Yeah.
that's racing to launch their MVP.
Right.
Continue could help them rapidly prototype features, get instant feedback on their code quality
From the AI.
from the AI,
Okay.
and even share those insights across their team.
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
Super helpful, especially for a small team.
Definitely.
It's like having an extra pair of hands, or maybe an extra brain,
Right.
helping them navigate those critical early stages.
Makes sense.
And since Continue is open source,
Yeah.
startups can also tap into the collective wisdom of the community.
Ah, that's a good point.
So they're constantly improving their AI assistant.
As new techniques emerge.
As new techniques and plugins emerge,
Right.
it's a powerful way to level the playing field,
Yeah.
even when you're up against larger, more established companies.
I see what you mean.
Okay, so now let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about larger enterprises.
All right.
They often have different challenges, right?
Yes.
Things like maintaining massive code bases,
Right.
onboarding new developers,
Yeah.
and just ensuring consistency across teams.
That's important.
Yeah, it can be a real headache.
Definitely.
So that's where Continue for Teams really shines.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So imagine onboarding a new developer.
Right.
Instead of feeling overwhelmed by this mountain of code
Yeah.
and internal processes,
So many processes.
they have Continue as a personalized guide. It helps them understand the code base,
Yeah.
navigate the project,
Okay.
and learn from the collective knowledge of the organization.
That's really cool.
So it's like having a mentor built right into their IDE,
Yeah.
always available to answer questions
Hmm.
and provide context.
That could be a game changer for onboarding.
Yeah, it could drastically reduce that ramp-up time
Right.
and boost productivity from day one.
Makes sense.
And then there's the challenge of maintaining code consistency.
Oh, yeah. Across large projects. That's tough.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
Instead of relying solely on manual code reviews
Right.
and style guides,
Yeah.
Continue can automatically flag potential inconsistencies
In real time.
in real time
Wow.
as developers are writing code.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's a huge time saver.
And it probably leads to a more cohesive code base in the long run.
Exactly, a more cohesive and maintainable code base.
I like that.
And because Continue can be customized for an entire team,
Okay.
organizations can ensure that everyone is following best practices, using approved libraries,
Right.
and adhering to company-specific coding standards.
It's like having an invisible guardian
Yeah.
of code quality.
Watching over your entire project.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so we talked about startups, we talked about enterprises.
Yeah.
But what about other types of organizations?
I'm listening.
Like nonprofits, research institutions, educational settings? Could they benefit from Continue as well?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Think about a research team
Okay.
that's working on like a complex scientific project.
All right.
Continue could help them analyze data, generate code for simulations,
Right.
and even document their findings
Yeah, that makes sense.
in a more efficient and consistent way.
It's like having a research assistant
It is.
who's fluent in like multiple programming languages
Yeah.
and always up to date on like the latest scientific libraries.
Yes. And algorithms.
Right.
And in an educational setting, Continue could be a powerful tool for teaching programming concepts,
Okay.
providing personalized feedback to students,
Right.
and even grading assignments.
Wow. So it can really impact education as well.
It really can.
That's amazing.
It's like having a virtual TA who can provide support and guidance 24/7.
I like that.
So we're seeing that the potential applications of Continue, they extend far beyond just traditional software development.
Beyond just coding.
It's a tool that can empower individuals and organizations across a wide range of industries and disciplines.
That's pretty incredible.
It is. It's really exciting.
It is.
So how do we actually get started with Continue?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, how do we actually start using this?
Right.
Well, the great thing is that Continue is super easy to set up
Okay.
and use.
Right.
It's available as a free extension.
free.
Yeah,
Nice.
for both VS Code and JetBrains IDEs.
So no matter what your preferred environment is,
Exactly.
you can use it.
You can install it in just a few clicks
Easy.
and start exploring its core features right away.
That's awesome.
And for organizations that are looking to roll out Continue
Yeah.
across their teams,
Right.
there's Continue for Teams,
Okay.
which offers additional features for collaboration, customization, and centralized management.
So it's really geared towards organizations.
It is. It's a flexible solution that can be adapted to the unique needs of any organization,
Right.
whether you're a small startup or a large enterprise.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have
We talked about practical applications of
yeah.
Continue.
This has been an incredible exploration.
It has.
But there's one more piece of the puzzle
Oh.
that we need to address.
Okay. What's that?
The future
The future.
of AI-assisted coding.
Ooh, the big picture stuff.
The big picture stuff.
I like it.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
What trends and possibilities are on the horizon?
Good questions.
Join us for the final part
Okay.
of our deep dive,
All right.
where we'll delve into the future of this game-changing technology and discuss what it means for
Yeah.
developers, organizations, and the world at large.
Can't wait.
So we've explored what that Continue is, how it works, and like how all kinds of organizations can use it.
Right.
But now let's zoom out a bit.
Okay.
Talk about the big picture.
The big picture.
What does the rise of AI-assisted coding really mean
Yeah.
for the future of software development?
It's fascinating to think about.
It is.
Some people worry AI will replace developers entirely,
Right.
but I see it differently.
How so?
I think it's more about augmentation.
Augmentation.
Yeah, like making developers even better at what they already do.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing human creativity or problem solving.
Right.
It's about giving developers the tools to like work smarter, faster, and with more precision.
Exactly.
Imagine being able to focus on the high-level design, the user experience, the really innovative parts of software,
Yeah.
while AI handles the more like tedious and repetitive tasks.
I mean, that would be a dream.
It would.
Yeah.
It's like having an AI-powered assistant that can take care of things like code optimization, bug detection, even security analysis.
So you can focus on the bigger challenges.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
This shift could like fundamentally change the role of the developer.
In what way?
It's not just about writing code anymore, right?
Right.
It's about understanding complex systems,
Sure.
architecting elegant solutions, and like guiding the AI to produce the best possible results.
It's almost like becoming a conductor.
A conductor.
Yeah, leading an orchestra of AI instruments.
I like that analogy.
to create a symphony of software.
And this evolution,
Yeah.
it's going to have like a ripple effect on the entire industry.
Definitely.
Think about it.
Okay.
If developers are freed from the mundane tasks,
Yeah.
they can focus on higher value activities,
Right.
like innovation experimentation, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
We could see a surge in creativity
Yeah,
and a faster pace of development.
across the board.
Across the board, exactly.
And with AI handling some of the heavy lifting,
Yeah.
development teams could become even more agile, more responsive to changing market demands.
We could see shorter development cycles.
Yeah.
More frequent releases.
The greater emphasis on continuous improvement.
It's exciting to think about.
This brings up an interesting point, though,
What's that?
about the impact on organizations.
Okay.
As AI-assisted coding becomes more prevalent,
Right.
we can see a shift in how teams are structured and how projects are managed.
Absolutely. Imagine teams where developers work seamlessly alongside AI, leveraging its insights to make better decisions and solve problems more effectively.
So a more collaborative and data-driven approach.
Exactly.
And with AI handling some of the routine tasks,
Yeah.
organizations could potentially do more with smaller teams,
Right.
leading to greater efficiency and cost savings.
Which would be huge for startups.
Huge for startups and smaller companies
Yeah.
who have limited resources.
Definitely.
It's also important to consider the impact on learning and education.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Imagine a world where students learn to code alongside AI assistants, getting instant feedback and personalized guidance as they develop their skills.
That would revolutionize how we teach programming.
It would, right?
Make it more accessible
More engaging.
for everyone.
And as this new generation of AI-assisted developers
Right.
enters the workforce,
Yeah.
we can expect even more innovation and disruption
Across all industries.
across all industries.
It's a really exciting time
It is,
to be involved in software development.
with tools like Continue Leading the Way.
Yeah.
We're on the cusp of a major transformation.
But it's important to remember
Yeah,
AI is still a tool.
right.
It's up to us, the humans,
Yeah.
to guide its development, ensure its ethical use, and harness its power to create a better future.
Well said.
The future of coding is collaborative,
Yeah,
innovative,
definitely AI-powered.
but ultimately,
Yeah.
it's still driven by human ingenuity and our desire to solve problems and make a positive impact on the world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Continue.
It's been a great conversation. It has. We hope you've enjoyed exploring AI-assisted coding and its potential to shape the future of software development.
If you're curious to learn more,
Yeah,
explore Continue's capabilities.
maybe even give it a try yourself.
The future is waiting to be coded.
And the possibilities are truly limitless.